Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Oklahoma News Report. I'm Rich Lenz. 21 winners across the nation were awarded between $25 and $65 million in the Biden administration's Build Back Better Regional Challenge, which was created to help jumpstart new industries and build the workforce of tomorrow. Two of the winners are right here in Oklahoma, and we have team coverage of both, beginning with a new partnership between Oklahoma State, the Osage Nation, and Tulsa Innovation Labs. Reporter Joe Filomeno joins us now with details on that. Joel.
Rich, with the help of a $38.2 million grant from the Build Back Better Challenge, state, federal, and tribal leaders gathered in Tulsa recently for a ribbon-cutting ceremony on a new facility that will help develop cutting-edge air mobility technology. This drone demonstration on the OSU Tulsa campus shows an unmanned aircraft system, or drone, safely delivering goods. In this case, souvenir mementos for the dignitaries gathered at the Helmerich Research Center to celebrate the opening of a new innovation lab. Oklahoma Aerospace Institute for Research and Education Executive Director Dr. Jamie Jacob leads the research in advanced air mobility and says this facility will boost research and development.
Whether it's a drone delivery or a Uber air taxi that somebody takes to get from point A to point B, these are systems that we're going to see across the country within the next decade.
He calls today a golden age of ideas in the air mobility industry.
We're going to see so many ideas and concepts, come out of laboratories like this that we haven't even thought about yet. Some of these companies that are going to solve these problems have not been founded yet, and we want those companies founded here.
It's all possible because of OSU Tulsa's new LaunchPad Center.
We're going to be educating Tulsa students here in the future of aerospace. We're going to be building new companies based off of Oklahoma State University technology.
The LaunchPad Center supports development and the deployment of emerging advanced air mobility technology. The technology ranges from critical infrastructure inspections to monitoring agriculture.
We have projects with the National Weather Service, using drones to be able to improve weather forecasting, basically improve weather measurements up through the altitude and improve the essentially warning systems that the National Weather Service puts out.
The U.S. Economic Development Administration provided $5.2 million to help fund the new facility, a portion of the larger $3.2 million grant from the Build Back Better Regional Challenge.
It was a highly competitive grant competition in which we had 529 applicants and ultimately selected 60 semifinalists.
OSU President Dr. Casey Schrum recently signed a new agreement with NASA under the new Space Act. The agreement's goal is to create a new talent pipeline from OSU Tulsa to STEM careers at NASA.
NASA has invested in OSU. From our recent $49 million cooperative agreement through InSpace to our Space Act agreement we will be signing today. Oklahoma State University set out on a bold strategy to become the nation's preeminent land-grant university. And one of those key pillars of the strategy is to be the nation's leader in aerospace innovation and research.
Tell the world we have arrived.
U.S. Senator James Lankford says OSU's progress in research and technology will help secure the country.
Oklahoma State has also been very much a part of how do you actually have a hostile unmanned aerial system coming at us to make it stop before it actually gets to us in a threat as well. All aspects of that are important in our ongoing research on it, and there's no reason the innovation couldn't happen right here.
Dr. Jacobs says they cultivate and mold ideas at LaunchPad before taking them out to the field for testing.
Helping develop them and mature them into products that they could then take to market in the laboratory and then take that out to our flight test facility at our partners at the Osage Nation.
Principal Chief of the Osage Nation, Jeffrey Standing Bear, says the project took years in planning.
Before this milestone, we had years of promises that my administration made to our legislature that we would get this far and beyond.
The LaunchPad Center, as well as the Skyway Range Flight Test Facility, will put Tulsa at the forefront of innovation that addresses critical national problems experienced in Tulsa and beyond.
U.S. Representative Kevin Hearn says that the Tulsa Regional Advanced Mobility Corridor, also known as TRAM, will create thousands of new jobs in Tulsa over the next decade.
It is projected that the TRAM cluster will generate 30,000 to 40,000 jobs. 30,000 to 40,000 jobs, the equivalent of $3.5 to $5 billion in economic activity in the Tulsa region just over the next decade.
Tulsa Innovations Lab Deputy Managing Director Jennifer Hankins says the LaunchPad Center creates economic growth for the community at large.
The center will aim to provide tangible pathways for the future, spurring economic growth and creating hundreds of good, well-paying jobs for Tulsans.
The Economic Development Administration's Deputy Assistant Secretary, Dennis Alvord, says Build Back Better grants don't stop at Tulsa.
Oklahoma City and one here in Tulsa. And ultimately, both of those entities were selected as finalists and received Build Back Better Regional Challenge grants.
Alvord says applicants had to prioritize equity in all aspects of their proposals.
We look to ensure that we are including all segments of the population in the benefits of this grant making. It was a key competitiveness determination in awarding these grants.
With OSU partnering with NASA, it's expected some of the products developed will be used in space.
We're really excited to ensure that OSU is a cornerstone of what NASA has to offer. NASA has a university collaborations initiative that focuses on making sure that key universities have a focus in helping us achieve our mission, not only today, but in the future.
LaunchPad Center's first industry partner is WindShape. They test and evaluate drone conditions in wind, rain, icing, and wildfire conditions, all while in an environmentally controlled laboratory. Rich.